Motherfuckers, I started a business in college and you can too. It's very simple, but it's not easy. So, know the difference between those two things. Running a business and the operations of how a business should run and make money, they're pretty straightforward, but actually sticking to the plan and grinding stuff out when times get tough, now that's hard. And if I can't explain this to you in 5 minutes, then it's broke. So, another thing I want to get out of the way is that I cannot promise you riches, but I can promise you knowledge, skills, and experience. And with enough time, that will be valuable to a dollar amount, whether that's billions, millions, hundreds of thousands. It all depends on what you put in and what you decide to learn. So, let me give you a little bit of background about me. So, knew I wanted to start something beginning of sophomore year, decided, fuck it. Me and my buddy wanted to tap into our savings account and go and make a pre-workout. So we branched into arguably one of the most saturated spaces online with no experience whatsoever. And we learned a lot of lessons the hard way, a lot of lessons. And really, I'm going to tell you guys the perseverance and the grit that we had got us to where we are today, which I'll touch on a little bit later. But if you are on a college campus, I'm going to give you guys the rundown of how you can bring a business, bring a product to market, bring a service to market, and run with it and learn. So the first thing is you have to identify what that is you want to do. Do you want to cut people's lawns? Do you want to power wash? Do you want to start a supplement company? Do you want to walk dogs? Figure out what that is. And realistically, guys, you don't have to put too much thought into it. It's all about action. Just find something and get it going. And once you do that, a big key for us in our pre-workout and being able to get that off the ground was being in person. So we did a lot of tabling. Luckily, our local Crunch Fitness was super business friendly. So we spent a lot of time there, giving samples to people, demonstrating our product, full servings if people forgot their pre-workout, and we'd sell on the spot there. So we actually got most of our sales for pre-workout tabling. We were tabling, hustling in person. We'd go around to frats, give the samples out as well, just boots on the ground, like completely just grinding. And it's not necessarily scalable, hence why we pivoted out into a different product. But yeah, if you guys have a local gym or campus or events nearby, leverage that. See if you can set up a table and talk your shit. The second thing is going to be utilizing the resources you have at your campus. So what does that look like? LinkedIn and alumni networks to meet mentors, potential advisors, people to help you. Any clubs and organizations that are relative to different verticals you may be marketing towards, or entrepreneurship in general, to find some like-minded people. And even pitches. So pitch competitions. I know my university had pitch competitions that we would enter in, talking my shit. We're there, Ben Hill Griffith Stadium, beating the odds, doing what we can, which got us to where we are now as well. And always making sure, you're in college, you're doing some BS textbook work, but make sure to utilize your resources that you have at your disposal, because there's definitely probably a lot of successful business owners that came out of your school, especially if you went to a bigger university as well. So get your networking boots on. And the third piece of advice I want to give to you guys is that get other people involved who believe in what you're doing. That can be other students, that could be, it's mostly going to be other students. It could be professors. It could be some alumni. But as far as actually getting some labor hands, you could pay people. You can give people resume experience, bringing on some interns like we did. You could negotiate equity, which I wouldn't recommend because equity always gets a little bit iffy. People think they're worth this and they don't know what you think your company is worth. That's a whole nother video on its own. But find people that fuck with you, and you could toss them some cash here and there, give them some resume experience, some internship experience. I know a lot of people have to have that to graduate now, and definitely building a team is a nice thing. It can definitely be a good lever to help you get help you get going. And guys, there is one thing I want to tell you. Remember that there are no secrets in business. You need to fail fast. You need to learn from your failure. You need to repeat that process, and you never give up. And if you put enough time in doing that, you will see some success and you will see some growth. And that's exactly how we got into what we're selling today, which is energy pouches. And it's containing nootropics, caffeine, alpha GPC, huperzine, B vitamins, a hyper convenient, cost effective way to enjoy energy and focus wherever and whenever you need it. Subtle plug there. But as you can see, from all the knowledge and skills and experience we gained doing something that was really, really, really difficult, we took that and we ended up doing a pitch competition and got some attention of some alumni, some angel investors, small little round, got us launching our first SKU right here. And long story short, we are scaling up big time and we're trying to go nationwide. And we did that. And a big part of that was from just working hard in college, utilizing the resources we have at our disposal, being scrappy and getting it done. So if you're looking for some help, if you have some ideas, you want to get some stuff off the ground, you know where to find me. There's a link in the description, and let's see what we can do.